Girls can never say, never say, never say, never say, yeah, you want it.
Okay, it's dark because I'm sitting in a parking garage. I had to park so I could go shop, but I'm going back to school. I'm going back to school. I am now officially a grad student. I will be studying my MBA, so my master's in business administration with a concentration in business analytics. So yeah, I'm really excited. If you know me in person, I talked so much shit for the longest about not going back to school. Basically, and nothing crazy, but basically like I don't have the time nor the money, and I didn't feel like going back. But now I have nothing but time. Not necessarily money, but you know, we gonna make it do what it do. So yeah, but I'm so excited. Like, this just feels like the start of a new journey for me, a new part of my journey. Yeah, so I actually went to the bookstore to get me some hoodies, like a sweatshirt and a hoodie, just with the school on it and stuff. Because honestly, that's what I did when I went to Hampton, just to bring in the motivation to get my shit together. It's now September. I don't start until October, so at this point, this entire month will be me just mentally preparing myself. Like, I've already like financially prepared myself and everything like that, but now I need to mentally, because this was a quick turnaround. I'm not gonna lie. Let me give y'all the timeline. So July 31st, I was dancing on the idea of going back to school, and I was like, school starts back up in a few weeks. I wonder, I go to the website, right, because I'd already been thinking about getting my MBA for a while. Look at my school's like programs and stuff, and literally the next day was the last day to apply for fall, but it takes like 2 weeks to get a response back. So I'm like, there's no point. But also, I didn't really feel like waiting until January to start classes. It's just, But if I did online, I was able to do first half, second half. So I applied for second half, July 31st. Literally put in my application. When I tell you, but here's the thing, I've always been on my shit when it comes to my academics and when it comes to school. But when I tell you, I was not playing no games with this application. Like, I literally low-key made the split decision, like, right then and there. Boom, let's apply. So, because I'm just like, I mean, what's the worst they can say? No. Okay. So I applied. I got all the stuff together that was needed to apply. I reached out to people that I knew for recommendation letters. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Honestly, my third recommendation letter wasn't done before they said, yeah, you're in. I was like, damn, I ain't even got all my materials. Wait a minute. So what they do is, how they did mine was I sent in my application. I did apply for assistantships and other opportunities on the campus, just because I'm working in retail right now. I really don't like it, but if I could work in retail on campus and get tuition towards that, or even with the assistantships and helping out like professors with grading and co-teaching classes and stuff, I can do that. I've done it before. I can do it. But they were all full for the school year. So it's okay. Back to the drawing board on the career side. But they have you send in your application and then your statement of purpose, which I didn't know was a thing. So they have you do your statement of purpose and your recommendation letter separate. So I did my statement of, I sent the invite request to the people that were doing my recommendation letters, and then I wrote my statement of purpose. And only 2 of the 3 had sent in their recommendation letters already. The third one was in the process of working on it. And literally, I applied the 31st. By August 12th, I got my letter saying, like, I got into the program and everything. So from there, I've been, like, on it with financial aid, making sure all my stuff is good. Because, of course, we are not paying for this out of pocket. Who do you think I am? Daddy, $4? No! But literally, do you ever just wake up one day and you're like, I could go for another degree. I think I want another degree. MBA after the name sounds real nice, you know. So first of all, hold on. So first of all, why didn't no one tell me that basketball has started up again? I mean, I know it's preseason, but still. And the Lakers were playing tonight. Okay, part of my attitude is gone. Just a tiny piece of my attitude. Maybe more like this because the food was popping today, so slowly but surely. But I'm about to watch this game. Oh, and I got my case for my iPad off a TikTok shop, so I can show you guys like my tablet and my laptop. Because I wanted to get, like, since I'm not really buying school supplies, I wanted to buy something that kind of like signifies school supplies, you know. Like, why not decorate my devices since this is what I'm gonna be using? So I'm gonna show you that in a moment. Yeah, my attitude is slightly going, not all the way. It's alright, we're gonna watch this game. And we're back in the parking garage with it. I had to stop filming in parking garages. Anywho, so I had to get my earring put back in because I have a headset at work, right? I've been doing pretty good for 2 weeks about not, snagging it out of my ear. Bro. Because our headset, like, my wire always gets caught on something and it's like pulls the headset off. I was sweeping the floor today. I bent down. As soon as I did, I think my knee yanked on the wire. That shit yanked my brand new earring out. Good morning. I think I've come to the conclusion that we may have to give up horror movies for a while. Granted, I haven't watched any horror movies recently, but The Final Destination-esque dream I just had this morning was not for the faint of heart. It was actually very traumatic. Disturbing. You know, not provoked at all. Like, when I tell y'all, unprovoked. It was gruesome. Luckily, I wasn't involved in the dream at all. Usually I'm involved in some sort of way, but no, it was not to me. Like, it played out like it was an actual Final Destination movie, and it didn't go well. It did not go well. Oh. Oh. It didn't go well, to say the least, for the people in my dream. Luckily, I woke up before it went any further, but yeah, it didn't go well. Sis didn't make it out, and I was not sis, luckily, but sis did not make it out. Oh, I'm going to therapy. Good morning, y'all. So literally it's almost noon on Monday, October 13th. I do start my classes tomorrow. So at the moment, I'm currently, like, I just figured out, my aunt was telling me about it because she also is going through her doctorate program through the same school. But she was telling me that I could add my Canvas calendar with all my assignments and stuff to my Google Calendar. So I just figured out how to do that. So I'm about to put Google Calendar on my tablet, which will actually help because I was really about to just manually put all of this in Notion, so that actually makes my life 1,000 times easier. So at the moment, I'm doing multiple things at the same time. I'm currently getting my calendar and my planner together, and also looking for hotels for homecoming because homecoming is in 2 weeks and I still don't have a hotel. So but honestly, like, just to be real, I'll literally come home from work and just be exhausted. Cause literally, like, we had mad college students. So with everyone transferring back to their own schools, or like the areas where their schools are, we've been short-staffed since about July. So, and then we have a thing going on for like all of the employees in the area with like a sale basically. And your girls have just been on that register. Like, when I say literally 7.5 to 8 hours straight, I'm on register. And being a manager, I have to make sure everyone's breaks are covered. So pretty much I don't take a break, just to make sure A, everyone's breaks are covered, B, the register is always covered. So, I mean, I took a 15 yesterday, but that was just a shop for that sale that was going on before everything was sold out. But yeah, I don't take my breaks. So I am over exerting myself at work, to my own detriment. Not saying it's my job's fault. Well, granted, it's partially my job's fault, but also I do have part of the blame for that as well, for not taking my breaks. Oh, and then I can link Google Calendar to my Apple Calendar. Allow full access. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to put my school account on here. Not they still have my Hampton EDU on here. That's crazy. But yeah, so I'm overexerting myself at work, and honestly, that's partially why I wanted a new job before my classes started. But again, the job market is shitty. It has been for the last few, at least for me, it's been shitty for the last few years. So it's nothing new. But yeah, it does suck. Ooh, bad. Sorry, I'm just realizing like all my stuff is connected together, so. But yeah, I'm not giving up hope. I just tired. I'm really tired. Like, I don't feel like I have the energy to make content. I don't feel like I have the energy to clean my room. Don't feel like I have the energy to even start classes tomorrow. But somehow I'm gonna get it all done. Like my aunt was telling me, which also I've been telling her as well, you know, during her dissertation, as she works on her dissertation, like, just taking care of yourself and making time for self-care in the midst of everything that's going on is very important. But yeah, I gotta take care of myself, otherwise who's gonna do it? So there's that. But I am glad my skin is finally clearing up again. I do have a couple breakouts, but I've left them alone. I've been putting tea tree oil on them. Yeah. And then of course my kitty's here with me. If y'all can see her. I don't think y'all can. She's about sick of me. Alright, so yeah, I won't be there. Y'all, when I say I've been so detached from like people I used to be cool with, but even people still like I just feel so detached from everybody. I wouldn't say everybody, but like most people as of lately. Like, I would say that once very social part of me has kind of died a little bit, just because it's like dealing with people and their nonsense, their bullshit, it gets tiring. On top of the stuff that I already have going on, so I'm just like, bro, you gotta go. You gotta get up out of here. Got an eyelash in my eye. Okay. It should be synced. But yeah, I gotta get myself together mentally. Granted, that's what this entire month was for. What are you jumping for? Anywho, that's what this last month was for, to be honest, but I've been working so much. I am full-time in retail. Being a manager, I have to be full-time, so I am working 40 hours per week on pretty much the register at this point. So my back has been aching, my feet hurt, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to complain about, you know, having a job, because I know there's a lot of people out there that don't have a job. But I do think it needs to be discussed about, like, how, specifically in retail, and maybe, I've never worked in food service or fast food, but I know I hear a lot of similar complaints where it's just like, just the things that you have to go through while working in these industries is, yeah. But yeah, so now I have to balance not only being a full-time retail worker, but also a full-time student, graduate student. Rocky, knock it off. Full-time graduate student, and then also a content creator on top of that. It's tiring. I'm tired, but I'm gonna find a way to still get everything done, because I do like making content. I do find joy in creating and doing things like that. It's just a matter of me finding the time, and I really have an eyelash in my eye. But also making time to take care of myself, making sure I'm still in the gym. I'm also making sure I'm getting enough sleep, and also making sure my assignments are done. So, and then I did decide to do full-time as a student because I just want to get the shit over with. To be frank, I just want to get it done. So I want to try to stay a week ahead, just because next week is homecoming, and I want to make sure I get my stuff done before I go out for that weekend. I'm gonna slide you right here so I can see my computer better. Okay, so that first half of the week, next week, for the stuff that's due, I already have that stuff scheduled into this week. So the stuff for that next Saturday, I'm probably gonna start working on like next Monday or Tuesday, just so it's done before I go to Virginia. And then after that, I don't have anything due until the 29th, so that would give me a little bit of chunk of time to just do what I gotta do. I might do yoga on Sunday. Let's add that somewhere in there. Yeah, I think this is the best we're gonna get for now. This is gonna be my planner for the year, and I decided to do that because I always buy a paper planner and I'll use it for like a week or two, maybe a couple weeks, and then it just sits. Mind you, this was a graduation gift from Hampton. When I graduated from Hampton, my mom got me this tablet in 2020, and I was using it to edit my videos at first, so that whole era from about 2020 till maybe 2023, I was editing on this tablet. But then when I got laid off, they allowed me to keep the MacBook that they gave me as a work computer. So I've been editing on there ever since, and I hadn't been really using my tablet. So now this is going to be my planner / if I'm traveling or something and I want to watch something, I do have my streaming services on here. I do also have my creative apps on here, like Instagram and Canva for content creation, of course. That's pretty much it. There's nothing really much on here. If this is the last time that I see y'all before this video uploads, thank you guys so much for your support throughout this. Thank you guys so much for your support recently with me working on being more consistent. Sorry, y'all, my man texted me. Anywho, I'm sorry. I do appreciate y'all's support. I don't know, I'm just reflecting because it's October already, and it's like 2025 really just flew past, and it's been a lot of ups, a hell of a lot of downs, a lot of growth, a lot of transformation for sure. Part of me died in a sense, a big part of me that took up a huge part of my life. So yeah, not to get all sappy on this app, but I do want to be just transparent about how these next few months may look content wise. Content wise, but also like growth wise for me as a person. I've been through a lot in life. I try not to take that out on people.
I think a lot of people don't realize my energy is a literal direct reflection of how you treat me, and how you are towards me. That's just been me my entire life. Because I really try to be that kind, caring person, but then there's been a lot of people in my life that have taken that for granted or taken advantage of that. And I've had to show them I'm not the one nor the two. Go play with your mama, don't play with me. So, yeah. But I say all that to say, I don't want my videos to give off this negative energy or this, I guess, pessimistic energy. Granted, I'm not going to be all bubbly and kiki either, but I just want to be real with y'all. Like, literally, this year has been nothing but a growth year. And one thing about those growth years, just paying attention to the things that you give your time and energy to. I think that was really the message behind 2025. And I am sorry I'm getting like emotional about it. I'm really excited about what these next couple months into 2026 will bring. Just to end that on a positive note, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start editing this video so it can hopefully be out tomorrow. By the time you guys see this, by the time this drops, it will be my first day of classes, so wish me luck. Good luck to everybody that is finishing up their fall semester this year. Good luck to everybody that is starting grad school at the same time as me. If you're thinking about going back to school, good luck to you as well in making that decision and deciding what's best for you. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for your support, and I'll see y'all next time.